Hi, this is Cheryl at Sea Spirit Tarot. I wanted to get on here. I have a couple spreads I've been wanting to do. Just my higher self says that's what I must do. And actually, I didn't do the one I meant to, or that I actually wanted to last time. I changed directions. So, I have a lot of cards here. Yes, I pre-drew them because I'm taking them out like that. And otherwise, I mean, you're not going to sit here for that long and watch me. I have not delved into them so deep, but then I'm not so deep. So this is what our present situation is. Like I said, I'm 69. I've been waiting for this revolution since I was 25. So I am very trusting on our self-distancing and our coming inside to learn who we are and taking the time. I'm also very confident that this is not over. Well, not only confident, I mean, this is a shift of the ages with the planets. Shift of the ages with the planets. I mean, what can be said of it? No more can be said. I mean, that is true. And I believe it is a battle, a Luciferian battle, or whatever terms you want to give those forces that are keeping us stuck in a slave world. And this is worldwide what's going on. And I really believe that this is the takedown of the cabal and coinciding with the golden age, and we all raise in consciousness on top of that. I mean, this is a very complicated chess game. This is a wizard's game. I've said all along that it's not a 3D linear thing, but that has to be played out. But this is all being done in the higher levels where it has to manifest, and then it comes down here and manifest on this 3D level. So I wish everyone much peace, and find who you are, and keep your vibration high of love, because things coming out are not going to be pretty. And that doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. I mean, there's less than 70% of the people that even, I would say, have a clue. So anyway, I found this a while back, and I have really enjoyed this spread. And who did I get it from? The Tarot Alchemist. And this is a dragon eye spread. And this is the one I really wanted to do the other day, but I flipped and did the Warrior Woman. I thought we needed that more. So card number 1, and I did this with 2 decks. I did it with the Sevenfold Mystery, and I did it with the Deviant Moon. So, bottom point of the eye represents the earth and the past source of the situation. Now, I did not draw these as clarifiers. I sat down, worked, and I drew the whole spread with the Deviant Moon. I'm kind of calling that the dark side. And then I sat down and I put those away. And then I sat down and I drew the whole spread with the Sevenfold Mystery, because it was kind of a lighter card. And then I put them together, and that's just the results I'll be showing you. I guess we should start out by saying it's definitely the age of Kali. Endings of beginnings. Is it green Kali or green Terror? Not the green, the Mu, but whatever. Much dark is being exposed. Her left receiving hand is out for the lotus. So do not let your emotions wrap you so far away that you don't see the flower of the truth. Do not be blinded. I used to take care of a schizophrenic, and I knew she was starting to break when she would talk about the blood running down her eyes. And I look at the blindness and the hate in so much of society right now is they cannot see this whole force going on because they're blinded by the blood running in their eyes. The blood of anger, blood of hate. But I will tell you, Doreen wrote on this card, I got these cards for $1, huh? You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assumes a happy outcome. Well, this is Sekhmet. I have a girlfriend that's way into polytheism, and her books that she reads are not light. And when I started getting to Sekhmet a few years back, the books she gave me, I want to tell you, those were some heavy books. The Sekhmet tears your life to shreds. Sekhmet doesn't run around here with 2 lions in a beautiful dress saying, you know, it is all within you, but she's a right-hand man to Maat. She cleans up the mess, which would be the Valkyries. Is that what it is that are in the Thor area? This lady is one tough being, and I've been wanting a statue of her for about 3 years, and I have been actually not enough guts to bring her in. Because once I did bring her into my life, oh my God, it just measure me with a feather now. Not that I was ever bad, but she just tore down every last existing paradigm that I had in mind. Anyway, this is a pretty picture of Sekhmet. Sitting in your indigo and your crown chakras, your crown chakras. But don't be confused. It's more like a Cali ride with Sekhmet. Okay? So anyway, here we are now. Bottom point represents the earth and the past source of the situation. The first card I drew was from the Deviant Moon. And that one's just real easy to see. That man's definitely holding on to his gold. There are no coincidences, only synchronicities. I think the gold standard and the Federal Reserve, who is holding the money, and is big news in our world. I mean, there's like at least 117 nations working together right now with the sword of Excalibur. Okay? So I thought that was real curious. And then when I did the other one, guess what I got? The 3 of Swords. So I'm going to take this as the dark matter, and this is how we got here. We got here from the greed with no morals. No morals. Sex trafficking, organ trafficking, hedgerow money dropped into people's pockets and none of the provisions given to the people. And I'm going to make it political. Like even in Puerto Rico, all those goods that were sent, and then it was said the United States said nothing, and they were found rotting in a warehouse. So there's been a select few in the world that have been controlling us here. And it's only on a 3D level, and even inner Earth, right now they're blowing up tunnels. Look at those earthquakes. Look at the patterns. Do your homework. But here, someone's digging up these pinnacles. I've always looked at this card more, not of planting, but of removing them to share, to form a more just society. And I like that. And look, in the ones with the taking, he is dressed as royalty. But the person that is giving and making, a more even society is almost naked. He's exposed. He has lost his ego. He is about the soul. Card number 2 on the left represents the sea and what's currently up on the shore. Deviant Moon came up judgment. This is our judgment right now. It's coming down. Do you remain a blind eye? Do you remain a bloody eye? Or do you unite to decrease the cabals and such secret accounts that have been bringing down our nations, our families, our religions, everything, just everything. Just destroying. I'm not saying we got to go back to Ozzie and Harriet. That's not going to happen. I know we're more likely to wake up like the Jetsons. But, no buts, there's only ands. What is your soul being told to do? What timeline are you going to be on? And the card that came up was, of course, from the other deck, was the Tower. you really have no choice at all in your life but to make a change. You have no choice. 3, right represents the sky and how the situation will manifest in the future if the present course is maintained. Now, I'm going to use this present course as where we're at right now. We have this virus. That's a multiple level meanings. It's real. We need to be careful. We're getting ready to hit the peak of that from the beginning exposures coming into the bell curve. But there's a whole lot more going on right now than that. I mean, what are all these hospitals and respirators, and what is all this? There is no air in the tunnels. So, I'm using the present situation to move on to be that we are going forward with our sword of truth and changing the world for the good of all humanity. Not for a few service to self, but for service for all. It's my sword. And what I got there was, let's see, first we got the moon. I love that. Many secrets are revealed. How have we been being made puppets of our own darkness and ignorance? I think a lot of people are doing a lot of meditation. I know a lot of, you got the time. Don't you always wish you'd have the time? This is like allow with grace and ease, because you can't change it. So if you breathe and allow it, you will come through it and you will grow from it. And the second card I got after that is how it will manifest if the present course is maintained. Was I got the King of Wands, the wisdom, the knowledge, a new kingdom, sun, soul, source of your soul. The first sets, fire. I am a being of fire. Violet fire, golden fire. So, I think that's pretty cool. Let's see, in the future, how the situation will match. I look at this as exposure. I think we are going to get so much disclosure. We're gonna get disclosure of what the Cabal's been doing. We're gonna get disclosure of Tesla, zero-point energy. We're gonna get disclosure of really how many forces on this earth operate and where some of them may be. And this disclosure goes all the way back to Eisenhower and before. So many people are going to be very confused. They could be angry, but the dragon brings in the clarity. The red dragon of Arthur Pendragon. After reading the 3 cards, lay the 4th in the middle, representing the dragon's fire of transformation, the powerful influence behind every aspect of the situation. So here again, I got a King of Wands. Maybe this wasn't the King of Wands. Maybe this was more like an upside down King of Wands. Overusing the power. Us giving away our power. All this has been operating under total consent because they put everything in plain view and people do nothing. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. It may not be pretty. It may not be pretty at all. And from the other, oh my God, I just looked at this card. This time, with all these changes of frequency and dimensions, I looked at this card and it totally had his hand reaching out. I mean, it was like done in bas relief. You start seeing things, it's a trip right now. We signed up for this. So from the other deck, is we needed to change direction. The star. We needed to change direction. What's that, Aquarius, the star? Age of Aquarius. And the card that was on the bottom of that deck is the Lady, which would be the page of Pentacles, but I love this one because what it says in the book is, the lady hands you a rose. Okay, who wants to listen to that? That was a pretty not very nice story, was it? But I believe, I have faith. I am that I am. I know that I know, and I know deep inside of me memories are being exposed. Everything's being exposed so we can move up to another level of consciousness. This is our human consciousness revelation. And it is a time where, which way are we going to go? So I thought 2 nice cards, and is Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Unconditional love for even the people that you hate. They had to go on that road. It'd be a sad drop for them. Be grateful for what you have. And Mary Magdalene's love for all. I just said, reading about Mary Magdalene is just really exciting. And I didn't know who Damara, guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. We could take this in many ways that we're all children of the earth, but we are going to need so much compassion. There are so many people who are going to be shocked. They're not going to understand at all because they have been so, I don't know which one it is, gaslighted or Walensky program, or there's so many techniques being used. But pray for the children right now. Why do you think we have 4 hospital ships sitting out there? I don't know. That's just a theory. That's just a theory. Pray for the children. Pray for the children that maybe they're going to get. Pray for your own children. Be grateful for every time that you can sit down and hug them and not be irritated because they're at home. Because I tell you, I used to just with like kids, oh my God. But I sure do miss them. I wish I had those days again. I don't have any hug me decks. This is the best I got. But I thought after this, even though we have Mary Magdalene, I need a hug me. Capacity to love. Capacity to love. Ganesh. That is what we're here for, to open our hearts. That's what Sekhmet is ripping us apart for. That is what Kali is trying to get us to see. It's all of them, all of them. And relaxation. Take the time right now. You have the time. Adjust yourself. Don't waste this time. This is precious time. Every precious time is wasted. We, together, the whole world, will now join together to form our own ship of Mother Earth, making decisions under our own control. And that's probably a really long reading. Many blessings coming through this. Much love, and that's the answer. The answer is love. The answer is to, you don't have time anymore, get through the blockages, because all you have is what is right now. That's what you have right now. And the people that are spending that time with so much hate, it's as John Wayne says, we're burning daylight. You're wait. All you have is what is now. I am that I am, and I allow. Many, many blessings. Much peace to everybody.